Shalom. My name is Sanjeev Bhonsle. I am the pastor of multi-ethnic ministries and senior ministries at Plymouth Covenant Church. It is my privilege to talk to you about Passion Week Monday. There are different editions, different opinions, and bear with me as I share this one with you. On Sunday, Jesus was in Jerusalem, that is Palm Sunday. As evening came, he went down to Bethany, stayed with his friend Martha, Mary, Lazarus. Early in the morning, he gets up and starts walking to Jerusalem. On his way, he's hungry because probably he didn't have the breakfast. And as he looks around, he sees a fig tree. He goes there with expectation. It was green, it was all flushed up and beautiful, and he expected some fruits. He doesn't find any. He curses it. Goes to Jerusalem, enters the temple. He sees all the halla gulla, all that marketplace that is taking place over there. The money changers and the bird cages and the cattle and the sheep, and he's angry. He takes a whip, beats all, and removes everyone out. He's confronted by the religious leaders of his day. After the confrontation, he comes back to Bethany. On his way back, his disciples sees the fig tree and they say, "Oh, look at that fig tree. It has withered. It has completely gone down." And that's the story. Some points to pick from there. The temple. Temple, you'd probably remember, David wanted to build the temple. About 1,000 years back, he requested that he should build the temple. But God said, "No, you should not build it. Your son will build." And he also said, "I have always lived in tents and I have never complained." I believe that that was God's intention. He wanted to live in temple. Temple, Paul tells us that this is our bodies, that we lay down our temples and go and live with God. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, 19 tells us that our bodies are the temple of the living God. Secondly, the fig tree. When we think about the fig tree, there are two things I am reminded. One is a parable in Luke, where the owner of the vineyard plants a fig tree, goes every year to see the fig tree and expecting fruits. He doesn't find any, and he tells the gardener, "Come on, cut it down, throw it." And the gardener said, "Wait for one more year and we'll see if we have some fruits." We also see the fig tree in the Garden of Eden. And you'll say, Garden of Eden? Yes, in Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve had sinned. They found themselves that they are naked. They tried to cover themselves with the fig leaves. And we find it in the Garden of Eden also. So 2-3 applications. One, temple. Have you accepted Jesus to come and live in your bodies, the temple of the living God? If you're not, then I would encourage you. I would ask you to open the door of your heart so that you can ask Jesus to come and live in that. Revelation 3:20 tells us that he's standing at the door and knocking, and he wants to come and live with you. He wants to be the Lord of your life. If you have never done that, then this is the opportunity. You should do that. And probably you are saying that I did that when I was 6 years old, when I was 10 years old, when I was 20 years old. But how is your life today? After decades, has there been a lot of religious activities cluttering around during this time of coronavirus and shutdown and stay-at-home orders? I think God is telling us something. He wants us to remove all the clutter, all the religious activities, and concentrate only on Him. He told the Samaritan woman in John 4, he says that you will worship not in Jerusalem, not on Mount Gerizim, but you will worship in spirit and truth. That's what God is calling you probably to do, to worship Him in spirit and truth. The word curse appears for the first time here at the fig tree, and then in the Old Testament we find it in Genesis 3 when Adam and Eve had sinned and God curses the serpent. Bible also tells us in Galatians chapter 3 verse 13, Christ had redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. He became a curse for us so that we could be adopted in His family. I believe this is the message of Monday, that we should be part of His family. We should accept Him as Lord and Savior. We should follow Him with all our heart, mind and soul, put Him first in our life. May you have a blessed Monday. God bless you.